choice here. Choose your second finalist for Top Play of the Year. Will it be the phenomenal putback, the unthinkable pass, or the highs double la? Tough decision. Thanks to every single person who has submitted their top plays this year to 2K TV. Next week, you'll have your final vote for Top Play of the Year. It's been a pleasure to buzz along with you.
One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Ivy is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Bagley. And it's O'Connor, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Knocks down the three ball.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
Here's the franchise. Here's Adebayo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Dwayne Casey and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense. And he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Great update, David. Thanks. It'll be fascinating, Greg, to watch them try to slow down these shooters.
No question. That's the focus defensively. But then, on the offensive end, they have to get production of their own.
Yeah, spot on. It's going to take an all-around effort to pull out the victory here tonight.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Adebayo is the big man with Butler slotting in at the 4. The franchise is out there with LaMelo Ball, and it's Edwards in at the 3 slot. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Cunningham's shot is off.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And with Bam Adebayo, I mean, we all know how skilled he is as a scorer and how athletic he is as well. But what about his passing?
Well, as much as I want to compliment Bam and his abilities to do that, I have to give some credence here to the coaching staff leaning into that ability that Bam has. They trust that he's going to make good decisions in the half court. And that has opened up a lot of things for them.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 4. And the franchise gets it to go.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on the roll.
And here's Cunningham following the 3 from the franchise. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. O'Connor the pass to Bagley. Cunningham on the wing. Just 5 on the clock.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's the franchise. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
It's Middleton at the elbow. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Middleton, a talented scorer and a very dogged defender. He's accomplished a lot as a champion and a multi-time All-Star.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Cunningham outside. "11 feet away, kicked away." To the middle. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Good body control and great strength from Jimmy Butler. Able to finish at the rim.
And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. With his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about to his spot.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, the franchise in the last game against Memphis was dominant. He added 37 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Right, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tend to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Now here's Williams. Last game he had 13. Pass to Nesmith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Middleton outside. The pass to Nesmith. Shot clock at 6. No good, unable to end this run.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. Now, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Here's Middleton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's why Middleton gets the respect from the teammates here. Adept at getting to the free throw line and attacking the inside.
And the second free throw, good. The Heat leading by 10. The franchise passes to Silva. It's picked off. Pass to Nesmith. Detroit, no good that time either.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Heat. Miami shooting their first free throw tonight. 43 seconds left in the first half. Pistons trail by 13.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
For Detroit, they have shot 75% of the strike, 6 of 8. Both good from the line that time. Miami's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Leaps for it and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Middleton. D right on him. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Nesmith. Shot clock at 3. Lets it go. It's tipped. Here's the franchise. Oh, to beat the clock. And that does it for the first half of play.
He lost the Pistons.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham out there with Ivy. Then it's Bagley. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's O'Connor in at the 5 spot. And the franchise gets it to go.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And there's the foul. It's on the franchise.
Number 60.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Now, here's Ivy. He has 5. Clock at 6. Cunningham for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's the franchise. And the Heat, another 3.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
O'Connor the pass to Ivy. Bagley in the post, defended by Butler. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Here's the franchise. Offensive rebound. Pistons trailed by 19. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Ivy kicks to Bagley. Cunningham against Edwards. Cunningham's shot is off.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
Not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
And here's Ivy after the 3-pointer from the franchise. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Ivy. He's covered by Ball.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball. But a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. The Heat making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And the franchise gets it to go.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now, here's Cunningham. 8 points for him. Williams for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. The franchise passes to Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Trying to get something going, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's the franchise, and he's got 41. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now, here's Cunningham. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
First personal foul.
For Detroit, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Mobley, he's checked in for Detroit. Neesmith comes in for Cade Cunningham. Here's the franchise. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
To the paint. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to O'Connor. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. O'Connor's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Shot on the wing. The franchise can't hit. Here's Ivy. Off target. And so it's Miami with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring.
The Pistons. 44.
In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got the franchise. Also Jeremy Lamb out there. And it's Todd in at power forward. And here is Neesmith. Lets a floater go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And the layup's good off the glass. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game.
Number 69.
How it's been going for the Heat.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle. The hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition.
Substitution on the court.
And Middleton kicks to Bagley. Back to Middleton. Pistons passing it around. Bagley dishes to Middleton. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's the franchise.
Boy, you have to be firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Bagley. A 3-ball. A rebound by the franchise. The franchise has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jacks up a 3. Good! Another from 3.
Guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. And they're pushing it up all alone. zone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And Brent, nowadays, there are so many options for the great high school basketball player in this country and overseas.
For Detroit.
Do you see the G League Ignite in similar ways as a positive overall?
Well, I think right now you'd have to say that the G League Ignite has been a successful experiment, and that run is going to continue.
Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable here. It's again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for third place in most threes all time.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the franchise.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
Now, here's Kemp. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ivy. They can't stop the run with that one.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's the franchise. The Heat with a fresh 14. Lets it go with a three. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Around that corner, you better run it high. We ain't taking it to heart, we just don't take it right outside. Your people better take that in stride. You said you was a, but it's looking like you lied. No, I the pack, I'm feeling like a tour guide. If I catch a chicken lacking, good as fried. BBS is from number 9. Swerving, switching lanes, I almost broke one. Remember being broke, I swear them jobs was hard to find. But now look at me shining, I thank God cause it's my time. So I'm on a daily basis. I'm quick to break it down for them. I don't, we not friends and we not pals. Beating down your block, take it from they gals. On a daily basis, I'm quick to break it down for them. I don't, we not friends and we not pals. Beating down your block, taking from they gals.
White, but I'm black. Yeah. tastes amazing, consider that y'all grace. Apologize ahead of time for flying y'all face. Turn it in a cause it's not far away. Know where y'all stay, so let's keep it player while fighting. We can do all day. She wanna crash at my crib tonight, but she leave eyelashes and stupid my gon' find. With a Pikachu beanie on top of Murakami pillow eating Synagogue. A lot of come around me try to be the same, but I can't practice with no that's not in the game. I'm black, Irishman. When I started balling, I was sliding. I was in the club before I was 21. Now I'm with a savage and she 21. I used to rap 200s around 21s. What was I doing? Now I'm in
A few weeks ago, we crowned the first female legend in NBA 2K23.
And shortly after, we caught up with her to congratulate her in person. Meet Aaliyah.
Today, we have Aaliyah from the NBA 2K community on 2K TV. Aaliyah, welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me here. This is such a big honor. I appreciate y'all for giving me this opportunity.
And obviously, we have to in NBA 2K23. What does that mean to you?
And top-notch second units from both teams. That could be the difference in this game, Clark.
You know, depth is so important in this league. You know, everybody can play, but you have to have quality depth and teams that understand their respective roles within their group. So managing their stars' minutes is important, and that's part of what depth allows you to do. So you need guys that understand their roles and are ready to produce every game.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Giannis and Portis. Okoro is out there with Drew Holiday, and it's Oubre in at the 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game. Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here's the franchise. And again, Miami with a triple.
Number 69.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Takes the 3. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Okoro. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Miami ball.
And it's Miami's ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Here's the franchise. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. He's got 12.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
You know, Clark, only a handful of teams have won more individual MVP awards than the Bucks.
That's really interesting, B.A., that you mentioned that. But that's how it goes when you have players like Kareem and Giannis walking through your door. And who knows, Giannis might have even more in him before he's done.
Dancers, everyone. Show them some support.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Got a piece of it. Oh, George with a steal. Here's the franchise. And the Heat, another 3. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Heat.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Now here's Oubre.
Miami
Last game
foul.
he had 28 points.
Number 69. First personal foul. First team foul.
Milwaukee with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. Portis gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. First personal foul.
That free throw no good.
Now at the line, number 6.
And he's good on the second. Here's Holiday. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Tipped away. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Oubre. Pass to Okoro. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and bangs it in.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Something Bobby Portis has truly captured is the love of the fans, Clark.
Yeah, his energy and enthusiasm is palpable and contagious, but he also puts in the work, and fans recognize that hard work.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The franchise, that's good.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
Outside Holiday. To Oubre. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams making some changes here.
Oubre Jr.
And so Oubre nails them both. For Miami, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Here's the franchise. He drops it from range. And he's got 28 now.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Jones misses.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
4-3. And again, Miami with a triple.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Pass to Henry. To the wing on the left. Fires the 3. Noel with the rebound. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Connaughton, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. Team foul number 4.
And he drops the first. Schofield's checked in for Milwaukee. Graham comes in for Jones. And both free throws good for Connaughton. Here's the franchise. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. Drills it from deep.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Outside Graham. 4 seconds left. Yes, on the jumper.
And, you know, this is what separates Graham from many long-range shooters. He also loves to pull up in that mid-range area.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Heat out in front, just dominating this one.
The Bucks, 12. Coming out on the court.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show.
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And for Milwaukee, Devontae Graham out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Nerlens Noel. And it's Okoro in at small forward. 4 on the clock. From the arc. And it's Miami with a rebound. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks. and came away with the win.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
And for Miami, well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Hey guys, the franchise in their last game against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points and also did a lot of damage from long. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great, and again for three.
He just continues to rain it on them from downtown. It's again from deep.
Hey, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a single game. The Heat making a switch here. George is checked in. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Jones comes in for Graham. Pass to Portis. Can they get it? Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Rollins.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Antetokounmpo, left side. To the inside, Trent. Miami grabs the miss. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. The shot by the franchise, no good. The Bucks have gone 0 for 6 in the second, not looking good. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The three from Okoro. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And it's Miami's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. 1:42 left to play in the half. Now here's Jones. The D's right on him. From 11 feet away. Ball with the rebound. The Heat have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. The three is up. The shot by the franchise, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Perhaps the best trait of Giannis, his loyalty, Clark.
Love that about him, B.A. We've seen others test those free agent waters.
No. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. There's 47 seconds left in the second period. Here's Okoro. And it's Miami with a rebound. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And it's Miami's ball. Really controlling it. An 18-2 run here. The three ball. Good. Another from three.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place with that make.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes. Here's the franchise. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's Miami.
What a score. Your Miami Heat. 58. The Bucks. 14.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Giannis and Portis. Drew Holiday out there with Okoro. And it's Oubre in at the 3.
Miami foul. Number 69. Third personal foul. First team foul.
With the teardrop. Antetokounmpo can't connect. And for the Heat, they're shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. The franchise knocks down the step-back J.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Holiday. Over to the wing. Portis finds Oubre. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's the franchise. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Okoro. Now here's Oubre. Here's Okoro. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Substitution on the court.
52 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's the franchise. Connects from downtown.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Inside. Here's Portis. No good that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's the franchise. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. For the
Yet another steal from him.
He has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
And by the way, that swipe puts him tied for second all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him. Graham for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Here's the franchise. Three-pointer. Another bucket. Wow.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Here's Oubre. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Heat out in front. Oh.
The Bucks, 45.
And now let's take a listen in on head coach Mike Budenholzer.
For your Heat USA.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. He swipes the ball away again.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
He is so fast. He gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye, and the steal numbers are unreal. They've got Jeremy Lamb, and it's Silva in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Another steal. Here's the franchise. And again, Miami with a triple. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Miami.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
And yes, another basket. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Back to Batum. Pass to Graham. Fires it. And that one's long.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to.
He got it again. Sensational.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Connaughton. Here's Schofield. That shot missing. And Miami will go the other way with it. Here's the franchise. Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Graham. It's deflected.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Here's the franchise. And a miss there on the triple. The Bucks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. To the paint. Schofield's shot is off.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's the franchise. Guarded by Batum. The franchise. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
Yeah, he's on fire.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The Heat rebound. Here's Silva. Batum with the defensive effort.
Miami foul.
Todd's checked in for Miami. The Bucks also with a sub. Vincent's checked in.
Foul. Substitution on the court.
Connaughton outside. Pass to Batum. Back to Connaughton. Here's Schofield to the left side wing. A shot to stop the trail. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Milwaukee shooting only 36% so far in this game. Here's Connaughton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
And that one drops.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions. And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Heat.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.
Consider that y'all grace. Apologize ahead of time for flying y'all face. Turn it in a cause it's not far away. Know where y'all stay. So let's keep it player while fighting. We can do all day. She wanna crash at my crib tonight, but she leave eyelashes and stupid my gon' find. With a Pikachu beanie on top of Murakami pillow eating Synagogue. A lot of come around me try to be the same, but I can't practice with no that's not in the game. I'm black, Irishman. When I started balling, I was sliding. I was in the club before I was 21. Now I'm with a savage and she 21. I used to rap 200s around 21s. What's I doing? Now I'm in Atlanta, shout out 21. Really out here. Started in the back, now I'm in the front. In a do-rag and a beater like I'm Iverson. Yeah, they used to try to leave me out the floor.
We know trade talks have really ramped up here recently, and being a part of a rumor or Steve actually being traded can really affect a player mentally.
Yes, Kevin, especially the first time it happens. It's a business, and as a player, you have to learn that quickly. You have to try not to take it personally.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Highland in at the point. Traps in the train.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Here's Highland. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Passes it to Beverley. Gordon for three. Miami grabs the miss. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
And here's Porter after the three-pointer from the franchise. With the shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10" wing.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Jokic passes to Porter. Count that one.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Mike Malone. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. He thinks that cost him the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thanks. We appreciate the information. Guys, what do you think about their emphasis on shooting coming in?
Listen, if you can get really good shot quality, being efficient, I think they can be successful with that strategy.
They have to be patient and a willingness to make the next pass when the shot isn't there. His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's the franchise. Buries the long-range jumper. The franchise has got 15.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Highland. Lopez inside. Now the pass to Gordon. Shoots over Henry. And another miss by Denver.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And the three ball is good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession.
Allen outside. And Lopez has it in the corner. Pass to Highland. The three. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Heat leading by 11. Here's the franchise. And again, Miami with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Tipped away. Fires for 3. That one doesn't go. And Denver the other way now. Over to the wing. Back to Allen. Floats one up. Here's Gordon. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the lead.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Highland. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Allen passes to Highland. Three-pointer. Tries again. And it's Lopez laying it in.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
And the franchise gets it to go.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down.
And so it's the Miami Heat sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had.
The Nuggets, 13. Fans, please give them.
Going with the whole new group on the floor.
For
Denver shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. So on the floor for Denver. Brook Lopez is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Allen. And it's Highland in at the point guard. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the franchise in the last game against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He scored an amazing number of points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
That's what every player has control of. This level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Here's Allen. And Silva pulls it down. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got 7.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive.
Number 69.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. A 3 off the inbound. A three-pointer is right on target. The franchise has got 39.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Here's Highland. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Here's the franchise. And again, Miami with the triple.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Poked away. Unhindered, going all the way. The shot's good. The franchise has got 44.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Highland passes to Gordon. Now here's Allen to stop the run. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the time out, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And so it's Miami with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Anthony Edwards out there with Butler. Then it's Ball. Then there's Rollins. And it's the franchise in at the 2 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Gordon kicks to Jokic. Beverly wide open. The Nuggets with a new 14. And that one's good. Jokic.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's the franchise. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there.
Good! Another from three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And yes, it's good. Highland's got 9. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's the franchise. And again for 3.
And
with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Connects from three-point range.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid, coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Passes to Beverly. 2 minutes. To halt the run. Jokic, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Porter with it. Picked up by Edwards. Beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The franchise can't hit.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Edwards against Porter. Pass to Highland. 5 on the clock. Here's the three. And another miss by Denver. And for the Heat, they're shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. The franchise can't hit. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
First one falls for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Beverly. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's the franchise. And good. He hits it again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Beverly for 3. He gets hauled in by Paul George. Here's the franchise. Offensive rebound. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's Miami with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Brook Lopez. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Allen, and it's Watson in at the power forward position. Launches a 3. Lopez, no luck. The Heat shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Here's the franchise. Hits it from three-point range. The franchise has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Miami. Clarkson passes to Lopez. Denver passing it around. Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, the G has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
The franchise. No good on the triple. Nuggets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And the franchise gets it to go. The franchise has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his...
Oh, did you see that? Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Miami?
Their defense. It's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Lopez passes to Watson. A different look for Denver. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Lopez. Bruno Fernando comes in for Jordan. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Al.
Amazing, consider that y'all grace. Apologize ahead of time for flying y'all face. Turn it in a cause it's not far away. Know where y'all stay. So let's keep it player while fighting. We can do all day. She wanna crash at my crib tonight, but she leave eyelashes and stupid my gon' find. With a Pikachu beanie on top of Murakami pillow eating Synagogue. A lot of come around.